everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. For the ones that don't know me, my name is Pauliska. Welcome back to my channel. And for my returning subscribers, my regulars, my day ones, my aces, welcome back to my channel. And thank you for taking your precious time to watch my videos. And for the ones that are returning and they haven't subscribed yet, guys, please, come on now, do the right thing. Okay, so we're back with another video. Today's video, we are going to be doing a girl talk, and the girl talk is going to be about things that you should keep private. First of all, before we get into this video, I want to say thank you to everyone that gave me suggestions on what they would like to see or watch on my channel. I really do appreciate it, and it also gives me ideas. If you guys still have more ideas, y'all can always tell me on the subscription box below, or DM me or call me. It's really nice. I love it. I really love it. So keep on doing that. And also thank you for the 305 subscribers that I recently got. We're almost to 500 subscribers. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the love and the support. So also, before now we get into the video again, I have a good friend of mine. She has a makeup line. The makeup line is called Silver Line Cosmetics. I've come to hear of it. I've come to hear about it. Yo, English. Oh, yo, hey, Bona. I come to hear, heard. I've come to hear. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I've heard of it last year. So she was advertising her products on social media, and I put interest in it, and then I decided to buy some few stuff from her and support her. So when I used the products, I was very much impressed. For example, with here, I bought one of her shimmers. You can see the pigment here, how nice it is, and also here on the nose you can also see that. And also I bought her eyebrow styling gel, and also it came with a primer, and I was very much impressed. As y'all can see, it's giving, so now she's now selling eyeshadow palettes. It's the new addition to her other makeup products. Here it is. I love it because it looks like a coloring book. Yeah, I love it because it looks like a coloring book, and it shows that it has a lot of it has colors for days. As you can see, it has colors to last you a whole lifetime. And as you can see with my eyeshadow look, I used all the colors in this palette. No other colors from other palettes. Usually I'm a big fan of Signature, né? But this palette, it's worth it. It retails for about 300. So if you guys really want to get this, I'll just link everything on the description box below, her page, everything, and then you guys can get a hold of her. But this palette, guys, it's the one. It's pigmented. It's everything. As y'all can see with the whole eyeshadow. And also I decided to be a little bit dramatic because I was trying to get back into that creative zone. But anyway, let's not waste any time. In life, not everybody cares about you. Not everybody is happy with you. Not everybody has your best interest at heart, and not everybody is interested in your life. That is a very crucial thing that I've learned last year. I used to think that people that keep things private, another sentence for it is people that practice the importance of moving in silence. I used to think they were crazy people, or maybe it's because they had problems or something. But last year it really taught me a lesson with many things. Even my mom, she used to tell me that you don't tell anybody where you've been or what you're going to do for the future, where you're going, things like that. You just don't do it, because there's just things that happen and you get shocked, So this is the reason why I'm touching on this topic. There's something that we talk about. You need to talk about. And I feel like it's a very interesting topic. Like I said, I feel like it's something that's interesting to talk about. And also another thing why I'm talking about this is based on the fact that it's not for you to keep things or hide things or not to be open with people, but it is to protect yourself against people that do not have your best interest at heart. Because honey, I've seen them, I've met them, and it was a disaster. So the first thing that we should keep private is to stop sharing your future goals, plans, and life. This one I learned it the hard way. Trust and believe, I learned it the hard way. This is one of the reasons why things don't work out. If you share your future life, your goals, and your plans with people, like, it is most likely never to work out, especially if it's at a stage whereby it's not, where you don't even have a plan, or it's premature, or it's not at the point where it is supposed to be. You can share the plan when it's done, when you know what, okay, Shabu, this is done and this is permanent, it's signed and sealed and nobody can take it away from you. That is when you can share it. But then when it's something that's premature or not made or born yet or whatsoever, like people out there here inside. So it's most likely, what's most likely to happen in this situation, it's either the person is going to discourage you, because first of all of us, we don't really know each other. We don't know each other's capabilities. We don't know each other's strong points. We don't know each other's weak points or whatsoever. So they're going to encourage you and they're going to tell you that, oh, are you sure that you are able to pull through with this plan? Are you sure you're able to do something this huge or this big? And while they're saying this, it gives you second thoughts and you go on some, oh shit, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm able to pull it through or whatsoever, based on the naysayers, the people that actually came to you and told you that, no, like, are you sure you're able to do it? So now you're starting to self-doubt yourself. And then when you self-doubt yourself, it turns into a procrastination type of situation. And then at some point you just leave it or let it go. Or number two, some people, they can steal your ideas. Like, for example, I had a situation where I wanted to start a certain business. So now this business that I wanted to start, I did share it with a friend of mine, but then at the end of the day, the friend ended up executing the plan. And after the situation, after the business that we talked about and whatsoever, like, after that we never got to put it into action, but she secretly put it into action, and then it happened that she executed it, and I was kind of bummed about it. I was like, oh, so you actually decided to do it. You didn't come back to me with feedback. But then when I was asking her, or did you come back with, we came up with feedback? Have you came up with other ideas? Have you came up with something to elevate the plan and stuff like that? She would be like, oh no, friend, no, I didn't come up with anything yet, and stuff like that. Or she would just keep quiet and not update each other and whatsoever. And then next minute, when I'm just going through my social page, this girl done did it. And then I was like, oh, okay, I was bummed about it and I was disappointed. I never really got the chance to tell her that, dude, like, what the F is going on? Like, I never got the chance to do that. So I just decided to leave it the way it is and move about my life, because I'm not gonna sit here and fight with people about these kind of things. I mean, it happened. There's nothing you can do to reverse it, take it back, or whatsoever, you see. And then the last thing, also number 3, with the whole thing of sharing your plans with people. Sometimes you can tell people your future plans or goals or whatsoever, and then it just doesn't work out at all, because I think it's probably the universe that just doesn't make it work, because you decided to hold papa and just tell everyone that, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then one day you get lazy or you get procrastinated or whatsoever, and then at the end of the day you turn out to be a person that just do the talking and not the action. So you do not want to be that person. So rather, think your plans through, do them by yourself so that you don't get discouraged. Don't share it with anybody. Except for the necessary people that you know are going to help you to elevate. Did you hear that? No, the people that are going to help you to elevate or execute the plan. And then also, just don't say it out prematurely, because honestly just does not work out. Like the universe it works weirdly when it comes to these things. Number 2 to keep private, it is your relationship problems. Girls, we know 90% of us girls, we are very guilty of sharing our relationship problems with our close friends, with our family members and everyone else. We are very much guilty of it. The reason why I say this is because I am number one. I'm definitely number one. I'm the type of person that if there's a relationship problem and I'm really hurt by it, I need someone to talk to about it. So I would call any of my close friends or my family members and stuff without thinking that I'm actually changing the image of the partner that I'm currently dating to other people. That's the first reason why you shouldn't share your relationship problems with people. It's based on the fact that the image changes. It really changes. Nobody knows your partner better than you do. So now if you're even gonna say something that just happened, that was a mistake or whatever, people won't see it that way. They will just start writing him off or having a different image of him, and they will start not liking the person anymore. So rather, if you have big issues, rather go talk to an elderly about it, because I feel like elderly people, they have advice on relationships. They've seen a lot, they've been through a lot. I remember at some point in my previous relationship, I used to do that. Me and my ex, we had like big problems, and I would go to my grandmother for it, and my grandmother would give me advice, But if you're gonna tell your problems to your friends that are the same age as you, the first thing they're gonna tell you is like, leave. We really ain't got time for this. And then next minute you might lose out on the love of your life. So rather, when it comes to your relationship problems, rather share them with an elderly person, or if y'all have the money, go to a relationship counselor, so that you guys can find the right direction in order for you guys to be able to solve the problem. Because it doesn't help for you to come to me as a friend and tell me how your boyfriend did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after that you go back and then you go and forgive him for the big issues that he did. I'm gonna remember what he did wrong, and then on top of that, I am not gonna forgive him. And it's gonna be bad to a point where I can't even stand him or even be in the same room as that man. Like, I'm that person that takes everything to heart. That literally takes everything to heart, which is sometimes a bad habit and a good habit at the same time. But most of the time it's a bad habit, because I end up like not being cool with whoever that did the most terrible thing in the world. But yeah, you shouldn't share. Oh, and also the third one, when it comes to not telling your relationship problems, you can also become a pillow talk to your other people. Other people, they can make jokes about you and tell their boyfriends, oh, yo, and I'm hotaka 1, 2, 3, did 1, 2, 3, hey, her boyfriend 1, 2, 3, and then they start laughing about it. You can be the laughing stock or the pillow talk in the relationship, and that's also not a good thing, because those kind of friends are dangerous friends. They're not good friends. I've seen it, been there, done that. Not done it, but I've seen it. It happened to me, and the outcomes was not good. So this is the reason why you should keep your relationship problems private. Number 3 to keep private, it is your sexual activities. I'm gonna bring it in 2 ways. Keep your sexual activities private from your friends. Keep your sexual activities private from your potential partner or someone that you like. Like, don't do it. It's not good. Don't do it. Okay, reason why I say is that keep your sexual activities private. If you want to share your sexual activities with your friends, and especially if it's with your boyfriend, it's a problem, because there's some people, like I said, there's some people that don't have your best interests at heart. There's some people that hate you out there. They will go after that person that you are doing, and they will go and they will smash or pursue him or try him. Yo, guys, I remember my first year of varsity. gonna be a story time. I think it's gonna be my next story time, where I had a best friend and I used to share everything with her, everything that guy did for me, ooh, everything. And that girl, when I say trust and believe, she was after him. So don't do it. Like, don't share your sexual activities with your friends based on the fact that, you know, there's some friends out there that are just evil. Like, they just don't have your best interest at heart, and they will go after your man. And they will take him. That is what happened. Happens 90% of the time in this world. We just need to be realistic about it. And then also, the reason why you should keep your sexual activities private to your potential boyfriend or someone that you like, y'all know this. It's because, like, it really changes your image about other people. You know, okay, I'm not gonna say all men, I'm just gonna probably say like 75% of men, when they come to you with an intention of probably wanting a serious relationship. So now when you start moving weird or saying things that you're not supposed to say, it changes their mindset, and then they take it as, okay, Shapo, I'll just smash and go. That's always the case. And sometimes we get angry when somebody does that, but then you tend to forget that there's a reason why these type of things triggered the person to do that. Not that I'm saying it's always our fault, but sometimes, or in most cases, it could be our fault for us to allow them to do what they are doing. Get it? I hope you guys understand what I mean when it comes to that. Number 4, it is what you should keep private. It is your relationship history. Reason why I say that you should keep your relationship history private is based on the fact that at some point, that person that you tell your relationship history about is going to use it against you. You know, like in this life, there are just some people, or there's some men out there that take chances by treating you like shit. I'm sorry to say this word, but it's true. They tend to treat you like shit, and then they come back and use it against you and say that, no, at least I'm not like your ex that did X, Y, and Z. And they expect you to think, oh, okay, he's probably right. It's not even as bad as the previous guy that treated me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would rather keep like certain things in the relationship history private, because people tend to use those things against you, and then when they start making mistakes and stuff like that, they tend to make an example out of it, and then they come back and then they just start using it against you. So, or number 2, if you're in a relationship with someone and that person happens to really like you, and you start sharing your relationship history with the previous guy, it can also be a bad thing, because they tend to compare themselves to the previous person that you are always talking about or whatsoever. So rather keep that private. When you get into another relationship, it's a clean slate. Don't even talk about that person. Don't even mention that person. Rather not. Another thing to keep private, it is your generosity, meaning favors that you do for people. It is never a good thing to always share your generosity with people, or tell them that I did 1, 2, 3 for someone, or I did 1, 2, 3 for someone. It's either one, because people are gonna start viewing you as, oh, she's doing that because she thinks that she's privileged. They're just gonna say bad things about you to make you feel bad, or oh no, she's just doing it because she thinks that she's the ish or something like that. Also, number 2, when you share your generosity with a lot of people, some people can just start befriending you because they heard of the generosity that you did for someone, and they tend to use you for that in most cases. And also, lastly, I'm not gonna touch much on it. Also, lastly, basically, in point blank period, in short term, all I'm saying is that people can use it against you in so many ways, by saying bad things, that you're only doing it because you think you're cool, or people can just use it against you by just using you to get the same benefits that somebody else probably got. The last thing to keep private is your accomplishments. As ridiculous as it sounds, yeah, your accomplishments, you should keep them private. I used to think that sharing my accomplishments with close people or my friends or whoever, I used to think that it's me sharing my happiness and, you know, with them, but unfortunately that's just not how it is. Sometimes like people can see it as you bragging, and then it builds up some sort of a jealousy type of situation, and then next minute GBGB, that close person or your friends tends to backstab you, and then you're confused as to why, because you're always out there talking about your accomplishments. That's always the case. As harsh as it sounds, and as weird as it sounds, and as ridiculous, as crazy as it sounds, these things happen. It is true. I've been there, I've done that. I mean, I've been there. Not I've done that, I've been there. And it wasn't so good. It wasn't so good. One day I actually sat by myself and I would be like, but why do people, or why do friends do 1, 2, 3? Because I always had problems with friends. Why do friends or people tend to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And then you might find, oh, okay, sharp. The problem was you, because you were busy talking about your accomplishments. But I was not talking about it in a sense of bragging, but I was talking about it in a sense of being happy and sharing it with my friends. But then they saw it as bragging, and then they decided to do other things to stab you in the back. And as unfortunate as it is, like I said, not all of your friends, just because we are friends doesn't mean that you have my best interest at heart. So that's one thing that you should keep in mind. And yeah, that's it that I have to say about accomplishments. So this is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all have any other things that y'all know that y'all should be keeping private, y'all can write about it and talk about, or we can talk about it on the description box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would really love it if you can help me grow my family and be part of the family. It would be very nice. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch my videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.